the Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Buffalo's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. To the air. It's Cheek. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Purdue's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Thomas looking to fire. Got his man. There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. This time on target. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense looks like they're coming. Off the play fake. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Purdue.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Thomas back to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown, Purdue!
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make the decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanders. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cheek. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Snatches it on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On his legs, it's Frost. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Thomas looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
For a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Gets it out fast. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got his man on the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Let's see what they do on third down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on third down for this offense. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Cheek. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Dog. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Wide receiver going in motion. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Buffalo.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Cheek. Starting to feel a little pressure. Find some fresh air. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
The Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but you've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to get the first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Thomas back to pass. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the ready. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Thomas looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go to the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback keeper. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Buffalo, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Thomas back to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man quickly. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Thomas looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Dahl. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Rides the back and leaves it. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corner.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Unloads quickly, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bulls come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Cheek. They run it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the 4th.
36, Purdue, 27.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think
Breaks into the open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start to...
Turns on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Catch in the middle, it's Dahl. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Thomas looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Here we go.
Thomas back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the